Hello traders, Rich here and welcome to Kucoin episode 43, and today we are going to go over KCS analysis. If you don't know, KCS is the native token of Kucoin, and Kucoin is one of the biggest crypto exchanges in the world with over 700 billion traded volume on the platform. Kucoin has many features like margin trading, spot trading, mining pool, staking, lending and many more with over 700 listed coins. If you don't have an account yet, I'll make sure to attach my referral link in the description below, and if you create an account through it, you'll benefit from 20% discounts on your trading fees. So let's get started, and as usual, cheers. As we clearly see as per my last episodes, you can at any time watch it and see how we made the analysis step by step. So you can watch the previous episodes like episode 42, 40 I guess, and 39 and so on. So we have been trading inside this big wedge pattern, which is a long-term bullish reversal pattern, especially that the impulse movements were getting smaller in size and flat. So you can see a big impulse, also a big impulse, but look at this last impulse movement. So the bears are still in control, managing to make lower lows, however, not the intensity or the steepness of the previous two ones, which give us an early alert that a potential reversal is happening or in the making, and of course to be confirmed by a break not only above the trend line but also above the last major high, which I kept on mentioning all over the previous episodes. So it would be around 11.3. If you break it upward from weekly time frame, in this case shift in momentum would be confirmed, and now we'll be expecting bigger impulse movements pushing price higher and small correction movements pushing price lower and so on. So it would have a shift in momentum, and we can finally say that we are in a bull run. For now, we are still stuck inside this range, and we might be seeing a big inverse head and shoulders like this. So lower low and then a higher low, which is also a market structure pattern. So this is from a long-term perspective. Meanwhile, we can still reject this resistance, push lower for one more new higher low before we break it upward. That's why we zoom into lower time frames. If you zoom into daily, after breaking above this major high previously, we kept on trading higher, and I've posted analysis there. And also after this break, if you remember from the previous episodes from the previous weeks. So the boost took over from medium-term perspective and kept on pushing higher. As mentioned previously, we've got this resistance zone that price is currently retesting, and we are trying to break above the 9. If we keep on holding above the 9, we'll be expecting a movement till the 10, which is our next supply zone rejection and of course a round number. But for the boost to take over long term, we need to see this break, right? If you zoom into H4 time frame, this is the previous analysis. If you zoom in also to H1, you can see a break right there. So we kept on trading higher and kept on making higher lows and higher highs until this one rejects or rejected the resistance and traded lower. So now we are trading inside this flat rising broadening wedge. We have our impulse correction, and we are currently in the making of the next or second impulse movement. Just like previously, if we break this one below a low, we'll be expecting a correction before the boost kick in again and push price lower. And it's a very similar chart to, like, if you remember, if you check it out, Litecoin LTC. If we trade lower and break this rising broadening wedge downward, in this case, we'll be expecting a longer term bearish move or a deeper correction. In this case, I'll be expecting this right there, so as the big head and shoulders pattern before we trade higher. But for now, as I always say, let's take it step by step. We are here still above the 9, so meanwhile we are bullish and we can still trade higher. We are bullish from a medium-term perspective and from a short-term perspective. Medium-term bullish, short-term bearish, and now short-term bullish again. For the bears to take over short-term, we need to see a break below the low, which is very visible on H1, just like previously here. If we see a break below this low, which we also saw from H4, in this case, we'll be expecting a bearish movement downward. If and only if we break below this low, expect this, and then just like we did here, we'll be waiting for a high to be broken upward, and then the boost will take over again. But until this happens, until we see this break, we can still trade higher and even higher and higher to form a new low and then break it downward for the bears to take over to start a short-term correction. So that's it for now for KCS. Let me know which altcoin you would like it to analyze next, or I also keep on updating KCS, Bitcoin, and many other altcoins. Best of luck. I'll see you hopefully on the next one.